that chasing of the audience, I think, is the definition of when the corporate world gets into an art, and it's always going to be a difficult situation. And
there's, by the way, situations where you're set up perfectly and you go after the thing that you want and it doesn't work out. It's when you're working from the place that you're suggesting. You're chasing a result and you're handicapping, and so you're not really committing or picking a lane. You know, I certainly don't regret any of the choices, from things that worked out well, and I've been fortunate to have a lot of things that turned out really well, and then things that didn't. I think there's so many lessons that you learn and grow from in doing it. In life, you know, life is always, in your business or your personal, it's always ups and downs. You're always going to learn things, and especially when you're trying different things and going out there. To me, the joy of life, or the way that it works, is you have to go through hard times. And, you know, if I would have had younger someone set me up with a really comfortable road and things were easy for me, I don't know that I would have taken all of the challenges and things that I did.
Right.
And I'm glad that I did, because I had more rejection and humiliation and failures, you know, through all different stages, and great times and great things too. But that's where you really learn about yourself, and that's where you're forced to grow. You know, when things are challenging, when things don't go well, you have to figure out, well, how do I approach this differently? And I think that in life, when you're younger, we're all told this is the way that you have to go, or this is what you have to do, or your life won't work out. And then if you're fortunate to kind of listen to those voices that sometimes aren't that loud, like people always say, like it's like a big voice that's calling that comes. I always more felt like something would kind of like, it kept coming up, but not loud. You know, like you'd get curious about something.
It's not for sure, right?
No,
it doesn't signal itself.
I was never like, I know this is where I'm supposed to go. It was more like, this seems fun, maybe I'll try this, but I don't know. But you just start playing at it.
Yeah.
And so much of it's just picking yourself up, you know, and after having the hell beat out of you, kind of cleanses you, and picking yourself up after that, right?
Yeah.
And going forward, that's where sort of the growth, I think, that's where the lessons are. And so I do feel that you kind of could cheat someone out of the best part of life, having to go through those obstacles in love, in relationships.
Yeah.
You know. And by the way, sometimes it goes terrible.
Yes.
And sometimes it's humiliating, but that's good for you, I think. And you're forced to say, well, I better go back to the laboratory.